I mean, it was the best thing that happened to the district because all the shops benefited by it in Aberfoyle. They got all their butcher meat and their messages and
Richard Toddy stayed in Drummond in the
Buchanan Arms.
Buchanan Arms.
Yeah.
But the entry was all full up, and
Forest Hills.
Forest Hills are all full. That's where we all got made up, was in Forest Hills. Yeah.
The Chinese lounge at Forest Hills, they had all the costumes and everything, and you went up there and got dressed in the morning, and that was it. They were all full. Lalski was full too.
Yeah.
They couldn't take so many.
That's her.
Yeah.
That's Glynis, a lovely woman. Remember in the boat, Gilly McMillan was there. Gilly McMillan. And Glynis was going in the boat, and he said to Glynis, he says, "Watch how you step, hen." And she couldn't, she was highly tickled about this, "Watch it, you step, hen," she said to her.
And we went to their wedding when they got married in the Brigaturk Church, and it was nice. We're all dressed up that we're all at the wedding scenes. And then the next time we were there was when the place went on fire, and they were rescuing. That was when the mother, before she died, was rescued out of the fire. That was what went for her. Mm-hmm. And we were all there in the scenes outside, making as much lamenting as we could.
But there was some place up at the farm.
Where at
Corrigrenan. Across the bridge, there was a small hill, and they built steps, wooden steps, all the way up to it. Mm-hmm. And on the top of it, there was Imitation Castle. And this is where all the attacking was. But before we got into that, they had all these Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders arrived. About 4 or 5 busloads of them. They just come up from abroad. That's them. Just come from abroad. And they're mad as March hares. They cut. None of them got taken to hospital.
The ambulance was running with them all day.
Aye. Richard Todd, I honestly believe that he went off sick with a sore knee. So I think he got scared, and his understudy took over from him. Aye, yeah. Thank God. I was working the other side of the river in the forestry, and you could hear the howls and shouts of them out there. My God, it was something, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Well, look at that one's face there.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't spare each other. At all. We were dressed as Highlanders. This is after all these Argylls away, and we were attacking the front of the thing, attacking the front of the castle. It was good while it lasted. I fell down, I was dead anyhow, you know. But it was a good thing.
It was amazing how the graveyard, I mean, if you hadn't known it was real, because the walls was just like old walls and everything. Yeah. And when you tapped it in the iron gates at it, you would have sworn it'd been there all for years and years. We were amazed. We'd never seen anything like that.
Where was the graveyard?
Up at Culligarton at the bay. At Culligarton.
The bay.
And I went down at it. And they were all showing off. I'll tell you something about them there with their kilts all on. It was so cold. It was the month of March, like earlier now. And they all had their trousers underneath them and they rolled them down between the shots.
Sometimes we used to go up to Corrigrenan in buses. And if it rained, I was just sitting in the bus all day.
I took my knit and I knitted the children jumpers while I was sitting in the bus.
They couldn't do anything. They couldn't film, you see.
I knitted them a jumper each for the days I sat in the bus and it rained.
We got paid all the same.
It was like a holiday. And got paid and got our meals. Well, they had this big wagon and there were like a hatch at the front of it. And they did all the cooking. Well, Tearsday they maybe got some at Park cooked at Forest Hills or some of those places. But we all queued up and we all had our plates and cutlery and they dished it out. I mean, it wasn't as if it anything heated up. We got like pork chops, you know, and things
for lunch.
For lunch and all that. We had good meals, best meals ever we had. You know,
and then we had another one at 3 o'clock.
We had the morning tea. We got rolls and bacon in the morning, or you could have egg rolls or anything like that in the morning, tea or coffee. It was amazing how they did it out this big catering van.
Oh, they paid us.
Paid us well.
Paid us every day. were earning more a day there than what we on the forestry. At that time, it was welcome.
What was I paying?
Paid £3 a day. We got £3.
£2 on a day and £3 on a Sunday.
Something like that. And in the forestry in the days, they had only about £4.50 a week. You got paid fortnightly, wasn't it? It was about £8 a fortnight you had in the forestry.
Something like that.
So you know how we were glad of the film?
The money.
Yeah, I bought a gas cooker, a colour gas cooker. It was my first cooker. When we came in here with no electricity, you see, for 2 years. And I had just a gas top. So that was what I bought. My money was a gas cooker. And that was a lot. I think I'd saved about £30, but that was a lot in those days. What did you do with your money? Must have went to my cooker.
That was a silly question, that, James.